All right. So post lead submission destination. So remember, when somebody clicks on learn more, they first get that Facebook pop-up, which has their contact information. When they submit that, now they're going to be taken to whatever destination URL you put here. Okay. Typically, if it's a listing ad, we will put the property page. Oops. So we'll put the property page, and I'm just going to do 23257 Sherwood. There it is. Awesome. And all I have to do is copy this URL up here, right? This is the specific URL for this property page. And this property page has the description, but it also has Ask Your Agent Requested Tour, which someone can submit again, right? You just captured the lead information when they submitted the Facebook lead form, but they may fill this out again. But it gives them more detail on the page, and it's taking them to the page that's branded you, right? Assume you need to look up this page on your, the property page on your agent site. But I'll jump back now that I have the URL. I'm going to put that right here.
So it's a better than to get it from the website than from like doing a landing page?
It's your choice, honestly, right? If in these types of ads, there are actually really two opportunities for you to collect contact information. But as soon as that Facebook, as I said before, the first thing they're going to do if they click through on the ad is they're going to click learn more. That's going to bring up the Facebook lead form, and that has their name, phone number, and email address. And as soon as they submit that, that's going to come through to Command as a lead and create a contact in your database. They are then going to be taken to whatever page you put them through to. In this case, they would go through to the property page because that's the page that I put there. So you already have captured their information, right? But at this point, you haven't like shown the address or anything like that. And at this point, they are probably looking for more information about the property, right? So I'm taking them through to the landing page. As I said, it's completely up to you what page you want to take them through to. By the time they get to that page in this type of ad, you've already captured their contact information.
Okay. Okay.
Makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. So I put this here, and if you want to, you can click this preview URL just to say, oh yeah, okay, just to confirm that's where it's going to take them to. So I put a URL. Again, you can choose a landing page if you have a landing page on your website or that you want to choose, like the Contact Us page. You can choose that instead if that's where you want to direct them to, or the About Us page. You can send them to that as well. This is us, right? We typically send them to the property page, but completely up to you what you want to set here as the next landing page. Because remember, you have already captured their contact information by the time they get directed to this, whatever page you put them through to here in this type of ad.
Quick question, Doug.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to put on the landing page, if you wanted to put maybe like a homebot link that gives them, if you're targeting sellers,
yeah,
it sends them to the valuation page.
Yeah, you can do that.
Do that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can direct them to whatever you want to once they click through that.
Sweet.
If you have that URL, absolutely, Amelia, you can send it through that. Cool. Next setting is, so as soon as that ad comes in, there are a couple options that you have. You can automatically tag that contact with a specific tag if you'd like to when the lead comes in. So you don't have to do the tagging, it will automatically tag them. And I'm just gonna I'll type in campaign. Yeah, campaign. Let's say Sherwood. Okay, I'm just typing in a tag name. This tag does not exist in my database yet, but I can create it as a new tag on the fly here, okay? So I'm creating this tag, it just created it. So within Command now, this tag exists and I can use it if I want to for other purposes. But what's gonna happen, again, as soon as someone clicks on that Facebook lead form and their contact comes into Command, if I have a tag here, that contact is not only gonna get created, it's gonna get tagged with that tag, okay? Automatically. The other thing that you can do is you can put somebody automatically on a smart plan right here. Now, the thing I want you to be aware of is, unlike the tag, which you can create on the fly, you cannot create a smart plan on the fly. So you have to have that smart plan in your database already. And we're going to spend some time talking through that, how you can get that into your database, not into your command, and then choose it from here. Okay. But you would choose the smart plan from here. All the smart plans that are in here that show up are smart plans that are within your account. And you would choose one to put them on. The last thing here is the logo. So you can select from the media library. I'm with KW VIP Property, so I'm going to select that. This does, just so you know, you do have to upload your logo here once into the media library, but once you do it once, you can just select it every time. And it's there. Okay. Going to proceed on to the last step, and I'm going to keep moving here because we have about 25 minutes left and still a bit to go through. So here's the next step, which is setting the duration and the budget that you want to run on this ad. So as Cameron mentioned before, it used to be that we could only set the start date to the next day. You can set the start date to today. And typically, if like we're doing it this time of day, it is going to get approved and get started today. So you can do that. Generally speaking, for listing ads, at least, we're seeing that people are having most effect by running them for 10 days and running at least $5 a day. So it would be a $50 budget. So I would like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2nd of September, $50 budget, $5 a day. Now you can change what your budget is by using the slider here, or by just going in here and explicitly typing what you want that to be. If you slide a little too low, you're going to get a warning message which is, based on historic running of ads, that's not going to be an effective spend for you to drive ads. So there's going to be a minimum that they're going to want you to run. I think it's typically, let me see. Yeah, maybe it's 40. Between $3 and $4 a day, essentially, is the minimum. I will say, we'll make this 50, so that's basically going to be a $5 a day ad spend. The amount of views that gets, and frankly, the amount of leads that get generated are going to be in proportion to how much you spend. So if you spend $100 versus 50, it will generate more ads than just spending $50. Yeah, Amelia.
Yeah, so a quick question on the monthly subscription for this. Does that get taken from this money here, or is this an additional?
No, so this is the monthly subscription is for that Google ad campaign. This is
okay, gotcha.
You're running a very specific campaign with a very specific budget, right? So what it's going to do is you're setting the time frame that you want this to run across, and it's going to use that $50 across that time frame. Does that make sense?
Got it. Yeah. Okay. So that 250 is just for Google.
Yeah, the 250 is just.
You're saying this is for a Facebook right now? What you're doing?
Yeah, this one is a Facebook, Instagram ad for a listing ad.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So we're setting it to run 10 days, $50 budget. Again, I have my card on file, so it will charge it to that card. If you want to use a different card, you can add a different card in here as well. But this is basically it. So I have it set up, right? Again, we just went through those two things. I walked through them in detail, but once you do it once, very quick to set these up, right? Proceed to the last step, set the timing, budget you want to run, your card's already in place, purchase now. And boom, that ad is set up, okay? And it's pending right now because Facebook Meta goes through some approval process, but typically that's approved within an hour or two and it will start running. What will happen is as soon as the ads start coming in, you'll see those come in and you'll be able to see them on your phone, and we'll look at that in just a moment. Any questions about this? Again, we'll share the video afterwards so you can see that walkthrough again, but this is running. If you wanted to cancel this, you could cancel it right here. If you wanted to edit the program, so for example, maybe you wanted to change that image out, you wanted to change the text, the body text or the headline, you go to edit program and you can edit those things there on the fly. And this is something new that you couldn't do before. You had to just cancel the ad and create a new one. So it's a true time saver and helpful. Okay. Cool. All right. Yeah,
So
go
one
ahead.
of the things I'd asked about was in the text was naming conventions for tags. Have you found any best practices for that?
I just, because it's a campaign, I just, especially if it's a listing, I typically go campaign underscore and like 23257 Sherwood, right? That's the property.
Okay.
That would be the naming convention that we use for listing ads in particular.
It does let you select multiple tags too. So if you had like a generic
Good
tag
point.
for like all
Yeah.
your online leads or all your paid ad leads, you can do like Facebook lead and a tag specific for that listing or ad or something like that too. So
Yep. Excellent point. Thanks, Cameron.